Please subscribe.
Newcomers don't need to be a stage behind the challenge. That is valid in any portion, from enormous SUVs like the Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade, and Subaru Ascent to extravagance-reduced cars like our 2018 and 2019 Car of the Year victors, the Alfa Romeo Giulia and the Genesis G70, individually. Be that as it may, from numerous points of view, the first-year recruit Jaguars has stayed in the shadows of contenders including the Audi A4 and Mercedes C-Class. It positioned 6th out of 8 in our conservative extravagance sport car examination. It didn't rank close to the base since it needs praiseworthy characteristics. We have since quite a while ago complimented this as sharp taking care of and easy power conveyance. In any case, some coarse peculiarities, including its unpleasant ride, carriage infotainment framework, and shoddy inside plan, made it less balanced than other extravagance contenders. For the 2020 model year, this gets numerous little updates. It gets a more extensive however shorter grille that almost contacts the thin new LED headlights. Adding to the bolder look are new front and back guards and slight taillights to coordinate the lights in advance. Progressively significant, Jaguar additionally refreshed the inside. Just because, it looks and feels refined, and that is halfway a direct result of the new sight and sound arrangement. Presently it has 2 touchscreens, the top for infotainment capacities and the base for atmosphere control. It's attractive, and in spite of the fact that the framework has improved, regardless we thought that it was delayed to react now and again. The huge physical temperature handles supplement the material controls well, in spite of the fact that it requires some investment to become accustomed to dismantling forward on the handle to change the fan force. Cherished by a few and abhorred by others, the revolving shifter has vanished, clearing a path for a custom-removed stock that is sufficiently simple to work. The cup holder compartment would now be able to be cut off for an uncluttered look when not being used. Whom additionally updated the inside entryway boards, dashboard, seats, and different territories, placing in more pleasant, delicate touch materials all through the lodge. Bid farewell to the past model's hard plastics and obsolete innovation. In the previously mentioned game car correlation, we drove the base model with the 2.0-liter turbo 4 motor that makes 240 horsepower and 251 pounds-feet of torque, since moved up to 247 horsepower and 269 pounds-feet. We've additionally evaluated the 3.0-liter supercharged V6 model with 340 horsepower and 332 pounds-feet of torque, yet now there's no accessible V6. Just because, we're trying what vows to be a sweet center ground, the 2.0-liter turbo 4 making 296 horsepower and 295 pounds-feet of torque. This motor conveys capacity to each of the 4 wheels through a natural 8-speed programmed transmission. On the off chance that you were pondering, the diesel is donezo for the US since Jaguar pared back the motor decisions to 2, we trust that simply the best remain. We can verify the base Jaguar's skill from our time with the 2017s, taking note of the motor and transmission are all around the line, and it's consistently in the correct apparatus. Hitting 60 miles per hour in 6.6 seconds, the Jaguars with the base 4-chamber came in mid-pack with different contenders at the time. Our new analyzer with the more intense 4-chamber coordinated this specific time in spite of having 56 extra drive. The additional load of our 2020's analyzer's AWD framework may have added to this, as could the Jag's absence of a dispatch control include. Then, different less amazing game vehicles oversee better occasions. A 2018 Alfa Romeo Giulia Q2T we tried with only 280 horsepower arrived at 60 miles per hour in 5.2 seconds, and a 2019 BMW 330i Sport with 255 horsepower hit the imprint in 5.4 seconds. It's a comparative story with the quarter mile. This finished the stretch in 15.0 seconds with a top speed of 93.7 miles per hour. The base Jaguars took a similar measure of time, Hitting 94 miles per hour, the Alfa oversaw 13.8 seconds at 100.6 miles per hour, and the BMW came in at 14 seconds at 98.1 miles per hour. Our Jag analyzer was outfitted with a dynamic handling pack, which brings configurable and versatile elements. Smooth upshifts at 6,500 revolutions per minute, past demonstrated redline, in dynamic mode, street test proof. Reader Chris Walton noted about this. However, he additionally mourned the inordinate tire commotion it shows on customary streets. There are a couple of different things we aren't so attached to. Solace mode evokes a clumsier transmission reaction than sport mode, and taking care of is discernibly less sharp in the city or on the interstate. On the parkway at 65 miles per hour, it has a feeling that it's battling street blemishes as opposed to smoothing them out. This may not be any speedier with the more dominant four-chamber contrasted with the standard four-chamber, however dispassionately, it is progressively lithe. In the Figure 8, our analyzer oversaw 25.4 seconds at a normal 0.71 grams. That is an improvement over the Bass, which adjusted the twists in 26.4 seconds at 0.70 grams. Our new Jag beat the Alfa Romeo, 25.6 seconds at 0.71 grams, however not the BMW, 25.2 seconds at 0.73 grams. Despite the fact that we need to state, the Giulia feels much more agile on twisty streets than this. A couple hundred pounds heavier than the less Incredibles we tried with back-wheel drive, this all-wheel drive analyzer loses a portion of its light and tossable appeal. All things considered, this still has some sharp reflexes. Our test group noticed this is receptive to throttle changes mid-corner in the Figure 8, despite the fact that leaving a corner is somewhat less smooth. AWD has a major result on this present vehicle's taking care of, as it generally does, testing chief Kim Reynolds noted. Utilized second rigging to leave the corner, third appeared to be somewhat dull, however needed to quickly upshift. Get the job done. To state, the 2020 Jaguars makes substantial enhancements from past emphasis, yet despite everything it isn't near the highest point of its group. We can't state it's a standout amongst other with regards to its most improved zone, the inside. In any case, this flaunts solid outside and inside plan, just as sure execution. In the event that this intrigues you, the base four-chamber might be the better worth, since the presentation punishment is so little with this rendition.